Hello! Hey Subglitch, hey Joth and Salty Boy, Time Traveler. Hello everybody. Hey Monsieur. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Hey Travis D. Turn that down a bit. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I usually let the intro be like 2 tracks. Give people enough time to show up. So, I have actually been away from my studio for a while. I don't have a lot of new stuff to show, but I have something to work on, and that's what we're gonna do this time. I'm doing pretty good. Hey TJ. Alright, so, oh yeah, let's see here. Let's get all this ready. Yeah, I was visiting friends in the South Bay, taking care of some doctor stuff, and I went to go see Hamilton in San Francisco, and it was great. Alright, get rid of that. Alright, so this is, whoa, it moved. Had to tear down the studio and set it back up. Oh boy, that must have been fun. So, get that going. Hey, Thermobite. Oh, also, a little bit of news. Think I'm going to change the schedule. I'm going to experiment with it this week. Changing the schedule around a bit. So before, it was the set schedule, although I rarely followed it, was Tuesday and Wednesday starting at 9 a.m. I'm thinking of changing to Tuesday at 10 a.m. and then Friday at 10 a.m. The reasoning for this was that what would happen often was that on Tuesday I would show a bunch of new stuff, and then Wednesday I wouldn't have anything new to show, because not a lot of time had passed. So I think that if I do Tuesday and Friday, there will be, most likely there'll be new content to show for both streams, or I'll be able to do, I don't know, something else on the Friday stream. But yeah, so that's, I'm going to try that this week, so I'll be back. Next time I'll be back is on Friday at 10 a.m. Hey, thanks, Thermobite. Some of the music is the music from the original still, but we're going to try to, for the next update, there's going to be a lot, hopefully a lot more new music from me. Anyway, so this, I'm working on music for the trailer for the next update, the Spy Penguin update. This is a draft of the trailer. I sent it to the guy who's working on the trailer, and he asked for a bit of changes, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. Here, I'll play it and you guys can hear the original here. So yeah, that was the trailer music. It's supposed to be. I used a lot of stuff from Super Audio Kart. If you've never seen Super Audio Kart, it is a fantastic library of chiptune-esque retro synth sounds from various game systems, and so that it's supposed to sound kind of cheesy. That's what we were going for. However, and let me start that over again. So it's like supposed to be cheesy. And I was also trying to go for like kind of a spy motif, which is like the first part. It's kind of like noir or spy music. But I guess no one really liked that. No one really believed it fit. So, but our trailer guy asked to have the beginning part of the music kind of start out more like everything here, and just go straight for the kind of fun chiptune sound, and ditch the spy stuff or the noir stuff. So what we're gonna try to do is bring that energy to the first 10 bars of the track here. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that, but Joth asked a good question. Will they be... Joth asks, will they be cutting the trailer to fit with the song cues, or do you have cues you are going to fit an already made trailer? They always cut the trailer to the song cues. I think it's just easier to do that than to do a trailer, and then I think trailer... a trailer artist or a video editor who's putting together a trailer has an easier time if they have a piece of music they can cut to rather than the other way around. So yeah, generally my general direction for the trailers is a minute-long piece with like a 10-second tail, just roughly that. And then with sort of an escalation of energy. That's generally what it is. So it's pretty simple for me. and then they just sort of cut to that. Time Traveler asks, have you heard of UWE, Unknown Worlds Entertainment? That's what that stands for. UWE's new project. They said they need a concept artist for those interested. I do know about it, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It's pretty cool. It is absolutely nothing to do with Subnautica. Okay, so... maybe we can do stuff with... I'm really sad to see these chords go, because I really like it. But I don't think they really fit. Stuff that we could maybe move to the beginning are like these bass lines. That's really fun. And then, of course, these synths here. The easiest thing to do would be to have something that's still interesting that leads to this point here. Let me put a marker there so it's easier to see. So this part, all of this from here on is in good shape. Like we like that, and we don't really necessarily need to change anything, although if we change the beginning, we might need to change some stuff to match it. But the easiest thing is if we could make something that's still fun and exciting here that doesn't need to alter anything there. But probably won't happen. But anyway, these things could be good things to start with. That's already pretty cool, huh? Oh, I should turn on the key cam. There we go. Oops. This is kind of a good energy right from the start. Just having an octave for that. Mute this. Or actually, let's keep that because there is one more bit at the end. Let's not mute it just yet. Let's see what this is like. Okay, interesting start. It adds a good energy right from the beginning. Let's see if we add this thing too. and have see the channel strip here too. Oh yeah, my keycam would cover the channel strip, huh? There's so much stuff to show with this. and I just don't have the room to show it all. It's tough. Hi, happy sad faces. That was kind of, wow, boy, that was that worked extremely well. There's some stuff that could be edited, but that worked way better than I was expecting for so little effort. Let's check that out again. Yeah, stream's done. See you, everybody. We did it. Congratulations. Hi, Mork. Mork is there. Hello. Thanks for stopping by anyway. I always appreciate it when people stop by and just say hello, even if they can't stay for a very long time. Also do this. There's still some work to be done, but man, I am glad at how well that came out so quickly. It's in a good place at least. Time Traveler asked, the update is June 5th, right? Yes, the update is June 5th. The trailer should come out either on June 5th or a little bit before, and it will have this music. What instrument is Omni 19? I don't remember. Oh, it's, yeah, I haven't been labeling this piece. I should do my usual... Oh, it's a pluck. It's just like a synth pluck. That's right. Here. This open here. Hey, Ms. Dope Sauce. Yeah, that's what Omni 19 is. Yeah, I haven't been doing a good job of labeling my tracks. Over knocking sound. Let's try that. This would be low. Hi, Bloodiness. I am not the original composer for Subnautica. Just the... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that you've read Below Zero. Yes, I am working on the soundtrack for Subnautica Below Zero. I did not work on the original Subnautica. That's what I thought you were asking. Sorry. Reading comprehension. It's hard. Hey, Disparity. So last time, in the previous trailer, we had these parts kind of stop for a bit. Hang on. Beat. One more measure there. Good sounds. See you later, Thermobite. Yeah, that's pretty good. Excuse me. There we go. Perfect. Well, nearly perfect. We need the noise splash in here. We'll just make one from scratch, shall we? Oh, hello. There's Kat here. Hi, Phoebe. Say hello to Phoebe, everybody. Hey, Phoebe. What are you doing? She probably doesn't know how to get down. Just move her slowly over towards the desk so she can get down if she wants to. Actually, she just seems kind of be mesmerized by the window. So Bloody Ness asks a good question. Do you use the first Subnautica soundtrack to create the music of Subnautica Below Zero? No, everything I'm doing is built from scratch. I'm taking inspiration from the original soundtrack, but not taking anything directly from the original. And I don't have any I don't have access to any of the original files or anything. But yeah, I'm sort of building my own thing from scratch, so. Put that away. Okay, so. Building a noise splash. Pretty simple. You start with a noise synth. There you go. That's keycam in here too. You can even still see the rest of this. Not enough room. Let's turn it down a bit while we work on it. So there's a noise generator, and then we give it a long release. So instead of just do this, and then it has like a sort of cymbal like crash. That's the most basic version of it. Now, in the original Subnautica, the composer had a noise splash like this, but there was a filter on it that applied in a certain way, and we're going to try to recreate it. I don't quite remember how I did this, but now there's a filter, a low-pass filter, and it filters out the high frequencies and allows the low frequencies through. But it also has an envelope for applying that filter. Oh, see you later, happy sad faces. Thanks for coming by. Here we go. We have a lower cutoff. And then we have this envelope on it. Maybe a bit longer. There we go. Not precisely what the original sounded like, but it will work for our purposes. So then we do, oops, place it in track here. Right here. And then I often like to shape it with the EQ afterwards. But let's hear what it sounds like just raw in the track. Put markers here. Alright, that's a little quiet. Let's try that again. Now let's try cutting out the middle of it. Still don't really like it. Hang on. Let's cut out lower end here. And let's move this closer so we don't have to listen to so much. Still not high enough. You can even, it's kind of neat when you look at the EQ curve because you can actually see the filter being applied as it goes. Needs to start higher, so let's change the cutoff. See you later, TJ. The other thing is maybe we should add some reverb to it. Alright, it's pretty good shape. I'm gonna leave it as is and come back to it later. And this I want to be louder. That might be too loud, but... Alright, let's start over from the beginning, because I've kind of lost sight of what I've been working on here. Excuse me a moment. The cat is being very noisy, and I gotta make sure that she's okay. Hello again. Nope, she's not in any trouble. She's just being whiny. Which I should have known, but... Okay. Okay, so for those of you who are joining us late, I'm Ben, and I'm working on the soundtrack for Subnautica Below Zero. I did not work on the original Subnautica. This particular track is for the next trailer, the next early access update trailer for the Spy Penguin update. and that's happening June 5th. And we're kind of going for a sort of deliberately cheesy, kind of retro gaming vibe for the Spy Penguin. That's why the trailer has this kind of very different vibe from the rest of the Subnautica Below Zero music. Keep going here. Just keep making adjustments. Time Traveler asks, is it true that you can take a selfie dab with the Spy Penguin? I'm pretty sure that's true. So this is something that I do a lot at near the end of working on a piece, is I'll just go and listen to it over and over and over again. I'll just keep making little adjustments as I go, like little polish bits. Oh, other cat is here. Hi, Maddie. Well, she's squeaking at me. I don't know if you guys can hear it because of the filter that I have on the microphone, but come on up. Come up here. Man, I'm hoping she'll come up on the desk and we can have cat cam. Well, we'll see how she does. Change this around. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Here we go. Papa Simon asks, do you never get sick of a track by listening to it too many times? It happens to me often. Oh, I always get sick of listening to a track after too many times. That's part that comes with the territory of writing music. Is you're gonna get sick of it. There we go. Thanks, Zorkind. You know what? We'll just keep the track, that bass line just turned up for the rest of it. Why are we even doing that? Just get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so once we've had all the other instruments drop out, I turn up the bass line a little. You'll hear it. And then we add the second sort of bass thing. It doesn't have much bass in it, it's just supposed to add texture to the bass. plays the same part. Now you can hear it with the bass. Hey, No Pity Kitty. Welcome back. Yeah, Joth says, I think it's important to get a little variety in there when you get tired of listening. Yeah, that's really important. So usually what I do when I'm a bit on a deadline for this piece, so I'll probably submit it today, but what I often do is after a lot of polish like this, where I'm like listening to it over and over again, I will, even if I'm like, okay, this is pretty much done, I will take a break from it for a while, listen to a bunch of other music. I have a whole playlist of like favorites and things that I really like that I'll just listen to on shuffle, and that'll get my mind off of my own music. And then when I come back, I can view it a lot better, or listen to it a lot better, and it works very well. I'm doing pretty good, No Pity Kitty. How are you doing? Zorkund asks, you listen to EDM or other style? I don't really listen to EDM, I guess. Yeah, it's better. Hearing that knocking there in that spot. I might mute it here and have it come in at a different time. Thanks, Ms. Dope Sauce. Thorkin asks, what's your favorite then? I don't know if I have a favorite genre. I mean, I guess I listen to a lot of like electronic stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of favorite like artists, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to name a favorite genre. way better, yeah. What else could we do? Yeah, the fade out is just I just turned it down. It's a perfect fade out. So. Hi, Bitstorm. That's a cool name. Do something with the percussion here. Could be louder. That. Oops. That's better. A little bit more flourish to the drums. A bit louder. Yeah, I need the noise splash again? I'm not sure. Maybe not. It is kind of cool how it just sort of ends on a quieter note than just like a huge explosion of sound. This doesn't need to be here. Well, let's try it. I don't think I'm gonna like it, but let's put the same noise splash in. That bad. Not sure if it's really maybe we'll make it quieter. The information here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Kind of fit, maybe just slightly louder. No pity kitties. Just finished a book on music theory today. I played for so long, but never learned the depths of it. It's a doozy. I know. Hey, I've been doing this for years, and I still find music theory to be extremely challenging. Just it's very hard to keep all of the information about scales, chords, and the relationship between those two things, and moving between different scales and things like that. It's very, very hard, and I still struggle with it. Time Traveler says, oh, this isn't a question, but the music to the first game is mostly horror, while Below Zero revolves around energetic melodies. Yeah, I'm trying to balance that. There will definitely be more creepy stuff in Below Zero. Part of it is that I just haven't gotten to it all yet. But I've been doing a lot more melodic stuff to try to, in the hopes of finding really good melodies that I can use throughout the soundtrack. Any sort of long-time fan of either this show or my work knows that I like to try to find melodies that can be reused throughout the soundtrack to give it sort of a cohesive theme or feel to it. And so by working on a lot of melodic stuff earlier on, I can find more melodies and then use them throughout the soundtrack. But there will definitely be creepier stuff. That's what the water phone is for. And it'll be awesome. And you may have heard one of them earlier in the intro before I started the show. But yeah, I'm excited to do more creepy stuff. Hey Gizmo, welcome. All right, from the top. Yeah, this is a good state. I like it. Gizmo asked, do you plan on playing Void Bastards? Yes. I actually did get to play it at the Game Developers Conference back in March, and it was so cool. I was way into it, even the little brief, 20-minute period of time that I played. So I believe it comes out today, right? And I am so going to do that. Yeah, we'll go through this and listen some more. And once I'm done, I will leave it for like an hour and listen to some other music, and then go back and then just make sure I didn't leave anything really super weird that I didn't notice in this run, and then send it to the team. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Void Bastards released tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen Void Bastards, it's very cool. It's a little bit like this isn't a perfect comparison, but it's a little bit like a procedurally generated System Shock. And System Shock 2 is like one of my favorite games ever. And so the idea of having like a procedurally generated one is very exciting. Because I also really like roguelikes. Time Traveler asks, are the 10 a.m. live streams going to end at 11? I don't think so. I'm going to have them probably run the normal 2 hours like I did before. Speaking of which, I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, but I'm experimenting with a new schedule. Hey, Ipslor. Long time no see. So I'm experimenting with a new schedule this week, and I'm going to be doing 10 a.m. Tuesday, which is what I'm doing right now, and then 10 a.m. on Friday. Oh, nice, Sasha. Yep, that Sasha album is fantastic. Once you've listened to the original, that album like a bunch, find let me see. Find the live version of that. It's on Spotify also. I forget what it's called, but Refracted or something. No, that might be the remix album. Anyway, once you've listened to that Late Night Tales Scene Delete album like a few times and you're like familiar with each track, listen to the live version because it will blow your mind. It is amazing. But it's best if you already are familiar with the album first. Zorkand asks, you have your playlist somewhere to share with us? Yes, I do. I mean, it's really just my favorites. I call it Composer Detox. It's my favorite, so it may not have the same effect for other people. I'm opening up Spotify right now because I believe it's a public playlist. You should really make a list of your own favorites for the purposes of Composer Detox when you're listening to your own stuff, listening to different stuff to get your mind off of your own work. Let me find it here and I'll post a link. Copy playlist link. I'll just close this. Hopefully I won't get banned. Hey, I didn't. Alright, let's go over this another time. Actually, you know what? There's something I want to change, and that is grab everything, move it forward. And take one of these little symbol bits here and put it in the beginning. So, yeah, there we go. Maybe a little quieter than that. Yeah, the point of the playlist, of the Composer Detox playlist, is that it's kind of a big variety of different styles of favorites of mine. A lot of these are like some of my all-time favorite pieces. And it's supposed to be like a stimulating variety, that it's like every new track makes me think or feel a different way. But they're all stimulating in some way, or I find them interesting in some way. And it helps take my mind off of my own work. And then when I come back to my own work, I'm like just in a completely different state of mind, like musically, and it's easier for me to listen to my own work objectively. It works really well. And yeah, I encourage you to make your own playlist that's similar, because it really does help a lot. Just like put on some headphones, maybe go for a walk and listen to it for like an hour, and then come back, and you'll find that you'll have a much better view of your own work. Man, it's coming good. It's coming together really well. Oops, what did I just do? You ever knew when you like hit a button and you're not really sure what button you hit on your keyboard, and you're afraid you might have like changed some setting? Yeah, I do that all the time. Did the stream break for everybody? Hang on. No, it looks like it's working. Usually undo and accidentally erase things. Yep, that kind of thing. Or like, yeah, you just like... I end up doing these like, I have no idea how I do it, but it will mute some things, but it won't have the mute button won't be highlighted, and I'm not really sure what exactly was being muted, but then I have to like unmute everything just to see what it was. Sounds pretty good. So, this is in a good state, and I kind of want to just leave it for now and come back to it later. So, we can open up something else and take a listen. Let's do another thing that's showing up in the next update is the title music. Although I think maybe it was updated recently anyway. But let's listen to it. Honestly, since last week, Time Traveler asks, how's the jukebox track coming along? Honestly, I have not really been able to work on anything in the last week. I've been out of town, so not much has moved significantly since the last show. So, what's everyone else working on these days while we wait for this thing to load up here? Or, alternatively, what are you playing? I've been occasionally playing Shadow of War here and there, and Rage 2, but I really haven't had much time to, like, sit down and play something for a significant amount of time. This week I'll have more time to play stuff and kind of enjoy things a little less crazy this week. All right, ready to set this up. Excuse me. Warframe seems really cool, especially because I really love loot shooters, but it just seems like such a huge, like, time sink. Like, I have to put in a lot before I can get a lot out of it. Ugh. Alright, so this is the title screen music. I wanted the title screen to have a bit of like early game polish. This is like the title screen is not necessarily all that important early on when we're doing early access, but to me, when I start a game and hear the title music, it's like very important to me to like for the title music to kind of set the stage. When you play a game and it has really good title music, you remember that and it colors your whole like experience of the entire game. I feel like that's how it works. Other people may disagree with me, but Anyway, so I thought that even for early access people, they should have a cool like piece to introduce them to the game, even though they're playing like an early bit. Because whenever I started the Below Zero, like whenever I'd start the game and I would hear the original game's title music, it reminded me that this was like an incomplete thing. And not that there's anything wrong with the original title music, but it's not Below Zero's title music. So I was kind of wanted to be like, wanted to really like have something that stands out and gets people excited, even if they're playing the early access. So here it is. So I consider this unfinished. There's probably a lot that I will do to polish it up and add more. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I will change it, but it's not. I still don't feel totally satisfied with it, but it's in a good enough state that we can put it in the game now, and that's what we did. And I think it's. I'm really happy with it. It's just gonna loop for now. TL asks, is the title screen just gonna loop, or are you just gonna do something clever with it? For now, it's just looping. If we, I don't know, if we come up with something clever, we'll do something clever for it. I don't really know. But to me, the important thing was getting this vibe and putting it in the game. But yeah, it's been, it's really cool. I'm really happy with it. It's kind of like I set out to do a particular thing and I actually managed to like get it in the state that I had imagined it to be, which is like, that happens a lot. Hey, thanks for the host. It's really hard to like, if you have like an idea of what the piece should sound like, and then you work on it, and a lot of times, I'm just adjusting the camera here, a lot of times it doesn't work out that way. And this is one of those rare instances where I had sort of a vision for this piece, and it actually came out the way I had imagined it. Yeah, I mean, I can already hear stuff that I want to change, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Yeah, I think we'll be ending the show a bit early. I don't really have anything else to show, and I do have a lot of other things to work on because the that new update is coming fast, so I have a bunch of stuff to finish before then. But I will be back on Friday. We'll listen to this one more time before I go. But I'll be back on Friday, and I will show off what I've been working on. But yeah, I'm not sure what new stuff I will be working on. I'm going to be talking with the rest of the team to see what I'll be doing for the rest of the week. But yeah, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. British time, I believe. So yeah, thank you everybody, and I will see you then. Let's get this track going one more time. I will see y'all later.